Iya-Loja General of Nigeria, Dr. Mujidat Folashade Tinubu Ojo, the first daughter of President Tinubu, has paid a visit to the victims of the Kaduna aero bombing, which resulted to a lot of casualties and injuries. She visited Tudumbiri in Kaduna State to check on those admitted into the hospital for different degrees of injuries sustained and to render support to both those on the hospital bed and to the family of those who lost their lives in the unfortunate incident.
We will thank God for the lives of those that are here. They are recovering so fast. My own widow's mite is what I have done. Not that the state government is not taking care of them. They've been well taken care of. They are providing food for them. They said there is kitchen here where they cook for all the patients.
She joined her voice to the loud calls for justice and compensation for the community and bereaved families.
Oh, of course. There should be justice to every situation. So those that are calling for justice are right.
In a similar development, the former Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, also paid a courtesy visit to the hospital to condole with families of the mistake military bombing victims. He donated the sum of 5 million naira.
Thank the hospital management led by Prof here for what they are doing. I thank the government of Kaduna State for what they said they are doing to support the victims. Their response is what it should be, and I urge everybody to get involved. So I believe the right things are being done as far as regards the hospital, what the hospital management is doing. I thank all the staffs of the hospital, thank the nurses, everybody that is helping from what I saw. This is about, I think, the 16th time, and we have a 16th time. Let me first appreciate the hard work and the effort of the military in helping us to secure the country. But then we should also re-examine and ask ourselves this fundamental question about this reoccurrence where we have 16 times and we have lost almost 500 people. Why is this happening and everything? And be able to see how, as a government in particular, we can support the military to ensure that these things don't happen again. It brings me into question. I always ask at times when I listen to the present, I think it's Chief of Defense Staff, who said that their regular allocations are not budgetary allocations, are not released to them adequately. And then one questions, what is our priority? To release money for non-essential things like SUVs or renovations and everything, or to release money to secure ourselves? Because security, everybody knows, is very, very critical to our problem today. That will take our farmers back to farm, which will tackle our main inflationary item, food. If we secure the country, that's the only way we can attract the foreign investors we are looking for all over the world. So this is critical. So for me, we need to do more and make sure that we spend our resources in the critical areas where it will be. Even improving the health sector, like this hospital. Bringing them and treating them in the hospital is one thing. Do we have a sustainable foundation to see, especially the orphan children all through? I have somebody who lost 34 family members. The trauma of that. Especially these orphan children. We must all join hands, because they are not our children. They are not our property. Everybody must join hands to see them through. I, in particular, know that if such foundation is set up, I will contribute to it as long as it exists. It is critical, it's important. We're talking about it. We're family. This thing that happened might have happened somewhere where we think we're not from, but we're all family. We're the same thing. And I've always said the purpose of government is to care for those in need and the poor. For me, what is more important is to ensure that it does not occur again by making sure that the right things are done by the military, by everything, to be more precise in what they are doing. If they're not precise, maybe take caution and be prepared. Two, to ensure that we provide the right amenities. The visit today is private and everything, but we have to do things to support them. First is that I have to make a personal little contribution of 3 million naira to support the effort of the doctors. But I have to look in at the doctor. Prof told me he has 1,000 workers in this hospital because they're very critical. You can't talk about health care unless there's a staff, and the staff are critical. I know they're big people, so I will buy them at least a bottle of Coke each. So I'm going to give Prof 1 million to be able to buy the staffs. 1,000 of them at 1,000 for Coke will be 1 million naira. So I'm going to make that contribution to him because it's important. See, no, yeah? So it's 4 million naira. And of course, there's other ancillary things. So I'll be making a donation of about 5 million naira.
On the other hand, the Defense Headquarters has constituted an 8-man investigation panel into the December 3rd accidental drone bombing of Tundumbiri community in Kaduna State, which claimed over 80 lives while 70 others were wounded. Major General Edward Buba, Director of Defense Media Operations, made this known in a statement at Abuja. Recall that both President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the military authorities had said the incident would be probed to get to the roots of the aero bombing to ensure that such never happened again. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on every other social media platforms. Patience Obot for Voicetv Nigeria.